Good afternoon. It's afternoon. It's 2:25 in the afternoon, in fact. I'm in a parking lot right now in my Jeep. Obviously, this is not my home theater. Although I know some vehicles have surround sound. Um, my Jeep's got a good sound system, but it isn't like that. Anyway, just a little info on what I do run. I'm not one of these guys who have this super luxurious, crazy amounts of money spent on their setup and their system. I'd like to be. I mean, that's great. I have nothing against it, man. Rock on. If you got it, buy it, baby. That's my opinion. Um, you give me $20,000 to go buy and say, hey, this has got to be spent on a projector. I'm going to buy the best one available. Now, in my opinion, that's going to be a JVC. I've had Sony's, Mitsubishi's. I've had, who else have I had? Infocus. I've had several over the years. But as it sits in my home theater, we built a house in 2017. And we built a room designated for a home theater in the basement. It is covered, the walls are covered with black curtains from a actual theater area. I live in Branson, so there's actual music theaters in town, of course. So it's that kind of curtains all the way around. My ceilings are black, like I don't know what the fabric's made out of. A friend of mine who does this kind of stuff kind of helped. I was this gopher, helped him put it all in. I've got black carpet, and genuinely the carpet's just the cheap kind that you would put in like I think it's made for like a boat, maybe. I don't know. We bought it at Menards. It was cheap. It's not, it's not super great, but it works perfect for what I want, which is to absorb light. I say it's a black hole, and that's what I mean. I don't care what time of day it is. I can shut my door, turn that light off, and you don't see a whole lot of nothing except for the screen. And what light's reflecting off of the screen gets absorbed by all the black. So the picture is beautiful. As far as my equipment goes, I don't have external lamps. I know everything could make it sound better and whatever. But this is what I'm running. I'm running a Denon, I'm running a Denon. It's an X4300. I don't know. It's a 9 channel, I think, or 11 channel maybe. Maybe it's 9 amplified channels with two more channels I can run through an external amp or something. You know what I mean? But that's what I have. I don't have power cleaners, power supplies, anything else. That's it. The AVR, that's it. I have for my front towers, which are little. I would use them for side speakers once I replace them with bigger towers at some point. They are old. All of my speakers are old. My 2 front towers are Martin Logan Motion 10s. If that tells you anything. But I like music, and musically speaking, and I am biased, I don't think any sound better than Martin Logan. Period. I don't care who they are. I know there are so many nice speakers, and so many sound so wonderful, and you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on speakers, including the Neolith from Martin Logan's. But that's what I got. For my center channel, it's the Motion 8 center channel. So old again. My 2 surrounds, or my 2 side channels, are the Motion 2s. My 2 rear channels are Motion 2s. And my 4 height channels are the speakers right now. I've got 2 more Motion 2s. I'm gonna replace them all over time. But my 4 height channels I have right now are the smaller Martin Logan speakers from those surround sound box kits you could buy back in the day. Like they had an MLT1, I think, and an MLT2. I think I had the MLT2. So that's my 4 height channels. And they're mounted on the ceiling, pointed, accordingly. One of my subs is the sub from that. What is it, 8-inch? Maybe an 8-inch, 10-inch? I don't know. And then I have a big 12-inch, I don't remember what brand that is, for my main sub, I guess, if there is a main sub. But my screen, I don't remember what brand it is, honestly. I could look, but I don't know. I don't know what the gain is on it right off the top of my head. I'm not a home theater installer and crazy specs kind of guy. I just enjoy home theater. Like I said, I've had an InFocus back in the day. I had a DLP 720 projector. I've had Mitsubishi 1080 projectors. I had a JVC, and I could give you numbers on these at some point, which models they were. A JVC 4K, the 1080 with the motion or the pixel shift to give you the 4 or 4K, and I've enjoyed all of them. I'm not complaining about any of my projectors. That one was my favorite. And then I had a Sony ES 665 or 665 ES, whatever it is. Actual true 4K. Gorgeous picture on it. And my current one, and probably won't change it. Of course, I didn't intend on changing those either. My current one is a JVC NX5 4K. And it is gorgeous. Gorgeous, baby. And that black hole of a room, it looks spectacular. And I know everybody's out now. They got their laser projectors, and hey, if I had the money to do it, might consider it. I don't know. But let's face it, when you're talking about 20,000 hours, no lamp changing and all that, how many of the true guys that are on at least YouTube doing these kind of things ever keep a projector more than like 2 or 3 years? You're never going to get that 20,000 hours out of that laser projector doing it like that. Now, someone like me, I might, because I have no reason to upgrade it. Just like this NX5. I'll probably upgrade it someday, but it's not a consideration right now. It is gorgeous. I'm thrilled. My sound system, I know. I just told you what I had. It sounds amazing to me. I don't want to listen to it at hearing damage, bleeding ear levels, I mean, I'll make it real loud, and it sounds great. Those Martin Logans, perfect. They're all 4-ohm speakers, and I have to, maybe I don't have to, but I went into my settings of my Denon and adjusted it as like a safe mode, so it doesn't go, so I can run the 4 ohms without taking a chance on burning up my receiver. Maybe it's not necessary. I don't know. But I've got 4, I couldn't tell you what brand they are, electric recliner seats for the front row. I got a riser, and right now I just got a couch on it, a red leather couch, which works great. And I'm not even totally, completely finished with the theater room. I'm going to build a bar for the very back row with some comfortable, soft stools. And that way people, we eat snacks in the front and get popcorn, but you always got to vacuum up the little popcorn pieces and this and that from afterwards. But that's my theater. That's what I have. And I'm very happy with it. Now, Martin Logan, especially Martin Logan, if somebody wants to send me some better equipment to upgrade it, I'm all for it, baby. Just be led. And I'm going to make another little clip on how I went about getting some of this equipment and what I believe. You'll notice on my channel that I'm a Christian and God is first above everything else. Now, I don't do everything perfect. I don't live everything perfect, so don't expect that out of me. Some people might say, well, why would a Christian watch those kind of movies? Hey, I like action movies. I watch comedies, action, Don't tell nobody, but I even watch the Hallmark Channel with my wife. Sometimes. Depends. Speaking of which, we just watched Christmas at the Biltmore the other day. Actually, probably the best Hallmark I ever seen. Namely because I like castles and medieval type stuff, but castles. So the Biltmore, I went to the Biltmore. It's beautiful. Never been there. Go check it out. You talk about increasing your vision. Like, wow, that place was built in 1895. Still the biggest, nicest house in the country. Anyway, that's it for today. Please, if you like this kind of thing, now I'll do my own personal opinions on movie reviews. I'm not going to be like Shane Lee necessarily. I won't know if, okay, maybe it's filmed in a 8K and it's a 4K DI, and I like watching Shane Lee for that stuff, but I don't know that stuff. I'm just an average home theater enthusiast who will give you my opinion of movies. And I'm totally welcome to someone disagreeing. We all have our own opinions of things. So have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next time in the Dark Room Theater.